All right, great. Today's parkour class, we're gonna make sure that we get a little bit of cardio in. All right, we're gonna work on our legs. We're trying to make our legs stronger, right? We're gonna practice some cartwheels, right? And then I have a parkour challenge for you for today, all right? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna run in place, all right? Now, making sure that you don't make too much noise, try not to stomp the ground too hard, knock anything off shelves. All right, let's see what you can do. Let's start by running in place for 1 minute. Just like this, just normal jogging, 1 minute. Don't stop, 1 minute. Now, I want you to go 30 seconds as fast as you can, keeping your feet quiet and light, but really fast. Relax, run back to normal. All right, now put your hands out in front of you. I want you, while you're running, to try to pick your knees all the way up to your hands for 1 minute. Ready to go. Last minute, last 30 seconds, run as fast as you can. Go. 30 seconds. And stop. Now, we're gonna work on calf raises, all right? We're gonna, calf raises are where you put your feet together. You're gonna lift your heels up off the ground and back down. The calf is the muscle on your leg behind your shin. So now you're gonna calf raise, just like this. We're gonna go for 1 minute. Before we go, I want you to make sure you're doing it right. You have to go up really fast and control yourself on the way down. Some people just bounce up and down the whole time. That's not what I want. I want up fast, down slow, fast, down slow. Just like that. 1 minute, starting now. All right, and now, all right, good, you can stop. Now we're done with the calf raises. All right, there's other parts of our legs that we want to work on. All right, so we're just called squats. All right, so once you put your feet apart, about double shoulder width apart, so shoulder length and a little bit wider. Allow your feet to turn apart slightly, so they're at angles. You're gonna put your hands out in front of you. Now your goal is to imagine that you have a straight line going from your head all the way down your spine to the ground. And you wanna keep your hands out and you wanna go up and down. I want you to do this for 1 minute. Don't stop, make sure you go down far enough and then straight back up. Down far enough, straight back up. Don't go too low, right? And try not to do just a little bit. And last, don't lean forward when you do it. You want your head and shoulders up, palms out, and a nice straight line. 1 minute, starting now. Good, and everybody stop. All right, next we're gonna do a stretch. Everybody have a seat, all right? We're gonna do a stretch that stretches out our hips, all right? The inside and the outside of our hips at the same time. I want you to put both legs out straight. Put one of your legs behind you. And I want you to lean forward and try to touch the toes on the straight leg. Put your head down, count back from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax it up, don't move your legs. Now I want you to lay backward as far as you can. Some people have to stop here. Some people can go farther. If you can, go all the way down and lay down, keeping your knee down. Don't let your knee come up, keep it down. And count back from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and sit up. Now you're gonna switch. Put the other leg out straight. Put this leg back behind you. Once you're in your position, put your hands forward. Reach both hands towards your foot. The foot that's on the straight leg. Count back from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now you're gonna keep your legs right where they are, and you're gonna lean backward. Again, if you need to stop here, that's fine. If you can make sure that you go all the way back down, keeping your knee down. Count back from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and sit up. Good. Bring your legs out, feet together, and now reach forward and try to touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, it's important that you keep your legs straight and your body goes as far as possible, even if it hurts. All right, our stretching should hurt because you're pulling your muscles farther than they're used to going and farther than they really want to go. All right, when it pulls them very far, it actually pulls them kind of apart a little bit, which is what's going to make them longer and stronger in the long run. So reach down towards your toes as far as you can. If you can't touch, just make sure you don't cheat to do it, right? We're on the honor system here, so make sure that you keep your legs straight. Be very careful about that. Lean as far as you can. If you see them start to bend, just stop and then hold it there, because that should hurt. Count back from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Go ahead, stand up. All right, so today's gymnastics or parkour skill that I want you to work on is a cartwheel, all right? Again, as I said yesterday, if you're not allowed to do cartwheels in the house, if you don't have the space to do it safely, you can pause this video and go outside for the time limits if you have permission from your parents and supervision, all right? But we're gonna practice our cartwheels, all right? So the best way I have to describe a cartwheel is I always tell people that the pattern is hand, hand, foot, foot, all right? Hand, hand, foot, foot. So basically, we're gonna start on one side, whatever side is better for you. If you start and you find it very hard, sometimes you should try starting with the other side. You might be better at it right away, all right? But you're gonna start on whichever side you're more comfortable with. You're gonna put your feet apart. You have your feet and you have your hands, all right? It's called the cartwheel because if you think about it, in a big wheel, like on a wagon, a cart, right, there are spokes, right? Right now I have spokes. I only have 4. If I had another one here, out to the sides, where I would have more spokes. And what you want to think about is you want to think about it going exactly sideways and just rotating. And all those spokes would rotate around in a circle. So when we're doing a cartwheel, ourselves, our arms and legs are the spokes, right? So what we want to do is we want to be able to put one hand down, but remember, as one goes down, another one comes up, right? So at any given point, there should only be 1 or 2 things touching around. Never touch 3, right? Never touch 3 at a time. So you have 2 feet, and then 2 hands aren't touching, right? As I go, if I were to stop partway through, as I do my cartwheel, as one lifts up, only 1 touches, right? So now I have 2 on the ground, 1 hand, 1 foot. When I'm fully upside down, my feet are up in the air, I'll have 2 hands down and both feet up. As I go to land, I'll have 1 hand left, 1 hand will come off the ground before the other leg touches, all right? So from here, we have hands and feet out, you're completely turned sideways. You can lift up your foot to get a little momentum, right? So everybody do this for about 5 or 10 seconds. Lean towards it, lift your foot up. Think about keeping yourself as tight and as strong as possible. So as one moves around your leg, everything picks up. Good. And now for the next step, you're gonna put your hand down and over, okay? Now, everybody stop. Don't do cartwheels yet. That's the final version of it, right? What we might need to do if you're not good at cartwheels is some people need to lean over forward a little bit, but you still have to go in the same circle, right? Leaning forward and not flipping in circles, kind of going sideways, is a much safer option. You just want to make sure you don't twist backward and land on your back, your head. So it's hand, hand, foot, foot. I bend over at the waist and I come around. It's not going to look like a cartwheel, but it's going to feel like a cartwheel. So it's hand, hand, foot, foot. And when I do that, that's the pattern. And if you notice, I have a line right here. If you have a line outside or somewhere that you can follow, it might be useful. But right now my feet are on the line, my hand is on the line, my other hand's gonna go to the line, and as I kick my feet around, they all go in that one straight line, right over here. Once you get better at your cartwheel, then you can straighten your back up, tighten your core up, make sure you lean over this way, and go hand, hand, foot, foot, okay? I want you to practice that for about 3 minutes. You can set a time limit. I want you to start any version of that you can do now. If you're not allowed to do it in the house, please make sure that you have permission and supervision and go outside and do it. Thank you. is a lunging challenge, all right? I wanna see if anybody can do 50 lunges, which is gonna be 25 lunges each leg, right? If you can count to 50, right, great. What I want you to do is, this might be better and safer if you get a pillow, some pillow for under your knees. I have these nice soft mats. If you don't have mats at home, if you have a hardwood floor or tile or even carpet, you might not want to touch your knee. But for me, it's important to touch your knee, right? On a soft surface. So if you need a pillow, you put a pillow down in front of you, right? But you're gonna step forward, touch your knee down, that counts as 1, and then step back behind the pillow or back to where you started. Then you're gonna step over with the other leg, and that's gonna be number 2. Then you're gonna step forward, touch your knee 3, come back, other knee 4, come back, and you're gonna keep going back and forth until you get to 50, which would be 20 times each leg. So, if you happen to have a pillow that you're allowed to use, you can put it right here. Make sure you step over top of the pillow to touch your knee, and then step back. Step over top of your knee, touch the pillow, and step back. But make sure your knee touches every time for it to count. All right, so 50 lunges, 25 each legs. Good luck with your challenge today.